Have you ever tripped over something small and thought, that never would have happened to me 10 years ago? Or maybe you've reached to catch something falling off a counter and somehow missed it completely. What if I told you that one of the biggest changes affecting mobility after 60, balance after 60, confidence in movement, fall prevention for seniors, and staying independent after 60 isn't strength, it's reaction time. And here's the surprising part. Many adults don't notice their reaction time changing until it starts affecting everyday life. A missed step, a delayed response, a stumble that turns into a near fall. Today we're looking at 4 ways reaction time changes with age and why it matters. And make sure you stay until the end because the 4th change is often the one that affects confidence the most, and many older adults don't even realize it's happening. In fact, understanding this one change could completely change the way you think about healthy aging, senior fitness, mobility, and independence. If you're interested in healthy aging, active aging, senior fitness, balance, mobility, and aging well, subscribe to Senior Strategy and join us every week for practical tips that help you stay active, confident, and independent. Let's get started. Reaction time is often misunderstood. Many people think it's simply how fast you move. But reaction time actually involves several systems working together at the same time. Your eyes gather information, your brain processes it, your nerves send signals, your muscles respond. All of this happens in fractions of a second. When you're younger, these systems work almost automatically. As we age, some of these processes slow slightly. Not dramatically, not overnight, but enough to make a difference in daily life. And that's where our first change begins. Your body takes longer to respond. Imagine walking through a parking lot. You notice a curb. Your brain recognizes it. Your foot lifts. You step safely. This seems simple, but it actually requires remarkable coordination. As reaction speed slows with age, communication between the brain and body becomes slightly less immediate. That doesn't mean you can't move well. It simply means your body may need a little more time to respond. This is one reason some adults feel less agile than they once did. You may notice it when changing direction quickly, stepping over obstacles, navigating uneven ground, or reacting to unexpected situations. The important thing to understand is that this change is normal. Healthy aging doesn't mean avoiding change. It means understanding change and adapting successfully. And that brings us to the second way. Reaction time changes with age. Balance recovery becomes slower. Here's something many people don't realize. Most falls don't happen because someone loses balance. They happen because the body can't recover balance quickly enough. Imagine catching your toe on a rug. The trip itself may not be dangerous. The real challenge is what happens next. Your brain must recognize the problem. Your body must react. Your muscles must reposition you. And all of that has to happen immediately. As reaction time after 60 slows, those recovery responses can become less efficient. This increases fall risk in older adults. It's also one reason balance after 60 becomes such an important topic. When balance recovery slows, even a small stumble can feel more concerning than it once did. And sometimes that concern creates another challenge. Confidence starts to change. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But first, let's look at another important change that many adults notice before they even realize reaction time is involved. Everyday situations require more processing. Reaction time isn't only physical, it's also mental. Think about crossing a busy parking lot, walking through a crowded store, navigating stairs, stepping onto an escalator, or walking while carrying on a conversation. Your brain must process information quickly. It must evaluate risks. It must make decisions. And then it must coordinate movement. As cognitive health and aging become more important, these situations may feel more demanding than they once did. Again, this doesn't mean something is wrong. It simply means your brain is working differently than it did years ago. Many active adults notice this first in busy environments, places with more movement, more noise, more distractions, and more decisions happening at once. If you're finding this information helpful so far, take a moment to subscribe to Senior Strategy. Our goal is simple: help you stay active, mobile, confident, and independent for as long as possible. Every week, we share practical insights designed specifically for adults who want to continue living life on their own terms. Now let's talk about the fourth change, and this one may be the most important of all. Confidence often changes before ability does. This surprises many people. After a stumble, a near fall, or even a scary moment where you almost lost your balance, something changes. Not necessarily physically, mentally. Many adults begin trusting themselves less. They become more cautious, more hesitant, more worried about making mistakes. And that hesitation can affect movement confidence in powerful ways. You may walk slower, take shorter steps, avoid uneven ground, avoid stairs, avoid travel, or stop participating in activities you once enjoyed. In other words, confidence in movement starts shrinking before physical ability does. And that's why reaction time matters so much. Because when people lose confidence, they often begin limiting their lives. The goal isn't to react like you did at age 25. The goal is to continue moving confidently today. That's what active aging is really about. Maintaining independence, maintaining participation, maintaining freedom, maintaining quality of life. The most successful older adults aren't necessarily the fastest. They're often the most adaptable. They understand their bodies. They stay physically active. They challenge their balance safely. They maintain mobility and balance. They continue building strength. And they continue engaging with life. So what should you remember from today's video? Reaction time changes with age. That's normal. Your body may respond more slowly. Balance recovery may take longer. Everyday situations may require more processing. And confidence may change before ability does. But none of this automatically means losing independence. In fact, understanding these changes is one of the best ways to support healthy aging, mobility after 60, balance after 60, fall prevention, and staying independent after 60. Because aging well isn't about moving exactly as you did decades ago. It's about adapting successfully and continuing to do the things you love. And that's what Senior Strategy is all about. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Senior Strategy, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Have you noticed changes in your reaction time, balance, or confidence over the years? We'd love to hear your experience. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.